Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Kim. Thanks for joining me here tonight. Tonight's video is our February grocery shopping haul. Our monthly groceries have cost us, or will cost us, just a little over $200 this month for 2 adults. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's video. I'll talk to you in the comments and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, we're at Walmart shopping for groceries. It is cold outside. Picked the wrong day, I guess. Let me go into this area. You get ice cream every couple of weeks, and this is where we buy the pizza, prepared pizza. So we got our pepperoni pizza. What Sunday cups? Okay, this is our first February grocery haul. It's not much of one. There was odds and ends that we needed a couple of things for the pantry and then just our usual produce. So the bananas were looking pretty sad today at Walmart. Case after case of almost black bananas. And I'm not making any banana bread anytime soon. So I went ahead and got organic. Those are 72 cents a pound. I think there's 4 just regular bananas at 50 cents a pound. Some organic baby spinach was $2.68. I think this is an 8, no, it's a 5-ounce container of it, and it's really not even full. So, but we needed it for salad this week, so I purchased it. Some Honeycrisp apples that I'm going to eat. Those were I want to say $5.18. Pretty expensive, 3 pounds. But I wanted apples. Didn't want any great big apples, and they had some enormous apples. I just am good with something that small, and so this will take me a while, probably 2 weeks, maybe 10 days. So I'll go ahead and eat those up. My husband got galas for, I think they were either $2.64 or $2.94. And then we also got some Cosmic Crisps, and he'll take one of those to work every day, and those are 5 something as well. Most of the apples were 4 up all the way to 6 something. So this was the Gala apples. And you know, if I'm going to eat an apple, I don't really, like, he'll eat a Gala and he's fine with it. But the quality of these apples is just awful. I mean, you bite into it. Maybe there might be some people, like, he doesn't really care, but there's just, it's grainy and there's no taste. So I would rather pay twice that amount to get an apple that is hopefully organic. But that's not necessary, but hopefully organic. And if not organic, at least it has a taste to it. So, but he wanted Gala, so there we have it. We bought some navel oranges, $4 for a 4-pound bag of navel oranges. And that was our little produce haul. And we got some bread for, it was $2.98 a loaf, which is quite expensive, but again, we shopped in the Dells, and the shelves were bare. So there was a big event going on in the Dells. So, and that's where we shop. It's closest to us, and we have other things to do today in the Dells. So he likes this bread. This is one of his favorites. So it just worked out that way, and that's great. Got some kitty food for the outdoor kitties. I find this to be the best value. You're getting 22 ounces for $1.97, and this can for the 2 cats, plus I give them some dry food and a little bit of supplement of something else, usually anything that Kitty has left over in a can, not in his bowl. But if he doesn't finish a can, and he won't eat his food, and that's a whole other video, but we open up a little 3-ounce can in the morning. He eats about an ounce, and then we put it back in the fridge, and then maybe an hour or 2 later, he eats anywhere from 6 to 13 times a day. So it's been kind of difficult, and he's been kind of out there like a space cadet since I went back to work, because I'm not home a couple of days a week to give that many feedings, and we can't leave any down. So and he doesn't really eat kibble. So yeah, that's a whole other video. But the cats get what right now for elderly cat, which is what one of the cats look like, and he does have his ear, I don't know what it's called, docked or snipped or whatever, where it shows that he must have at one time been trapped and then neutered and released when he's turned around and that I can't see anything at the back, so evidently he has been neutered. And then the kitten, which is probably now 4 or 5 months, and we're just praying and praying that she does not get with kittens until I can, evidently it's my job to get her trapped, spayed, and then released again if they can't put her up for adoption, because she is quite feral, very feral. And there's been a fox out there at nighttime, so both the cats have been very leery. So they get what they're supposed to get in a day, plus they also get water. And I know I've had people, just even locals, state, that I should just give them kibble or just throw out a hot dog every now and again. While I can afford to buy them cat food, and we have tried a better brand or a better type, and they're not interested in that. So I don't know if that's something with feral or stray cats or what. But our kitty was also rescued from a garage 18 years ago now. And we tried him on IMS and Science Diet or whatever, all of them, and he just refused. So he ate Sheba for years. We tried all the dry kibble when he used to eat some kibble every day, and the only one that he likes is Meow Mix. So nothing against any of the brands, because they are what they are. But I think when and if we get another pet someday, I'm definitely going to make their food. I've just done a lot of studying about cat food, and I'm definitely going to make it. So we got some of these. I was lucky to find 12 of these for the $1.97, so thrilled today. I'm down on soup, so I bought some chicken with rice soup. See, my husband must have already put it away, but I also bought 2 cans of cream and chicken soup for future recipes, so those must already be back in the pantry. And then I saw seeds. Walmart has all the seeds and all the gardening things out, so we needed a package of carrots. And I wasn't sure about green beans. We usually use 2 packets of these every spring to plant. My husband loves these. And so I bought a packet of those. And yes, they have gone up. $2.46. I think last year they were $1.99, and we thought that was terrible. But there you have it. When it gets closer to gardening time and that, I will show you all the things that I have to put in my garden, and then I'll start making gardening videos, and I probably will put those on my other channel. But I will always have the initial first couple of videos of my gardening here on this channel, and then updates on my other channel, and then finishing out and harvest and closing it up also will come back on this channel as well. So, because I know there's plenty of people that like gardening that follow me. So I got some hair dye. I don't know if anyone really knew this. I surely didn't, but I've been trying to lighten my hair so that the gray will come through, and then I can just naturally proceed to gray hair. And I also talked to a beautician. I dye my own hair. I've always done that ever since I was maybe 21 when I started going gray. And so I've always done the box. Haven't gone bald, haven't lost any of my hair. But at the end of the day, in order for your gray to come in, whether you like it or not, or whether it looks good or not, you can change it later. But in order for it to come in, you really have to be at your natural color. And my natural color is that. Some type of weird brown. So if I can get my hair back to that and then let it naturally go gray, if I don't like the gray, the white, or the silver that my naturally gray hair has become, or natural hair has become, I can take a gray hair dye kit and make it better. But the way that I've been going, which is lightening it, is actually changing my natural color. And even if I let it go, the gray that would come in now would be weird colored. And in order to dye it a better color of gray, it would be even weirder, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to go back. If you notice my hair a little darker, well, it doesn't last for very long. So try to get it back to my natural color and then let the gray come out, because at 62, I'm kind of tired of coloring my hair. Kitty got food, 36 cans. It cost us, I think, about $34 now that they've gone up to 96 cents from 88 cents. For my anniversary, which is the 21st of this month, we don't really do much for Valentine's because we got married the week after Valentine's Day. Don't do bouquets or anything like the cards or anything. My husband made me a really cute card. I'll try to put a clip of it in the end of this video. And after he made this card or made this object for Valentine's Day, I've never wanted a card from Hallmark or anything else. It must have taken him a lot of time. It was very creative. Maybe the most creative thing I've ever seen him make. And so that's my Valentine's card every year. This is my anniversary gift from my husband. A little kitchen plant of rosemary and one of these beautiful little rose bushes. So these are $9.95. I usually wait longer with any type of plants and stuff like that because, of course, I like to swoop in and find some that aren't doing so well. And sometimes I'll reduce them $1 or $2, and then I like to take 2 of them home and try to save them. But this time I thought I'm just going to get a really nice one right at the beginning so I can enjoy it right now. I need a kind of a pick-me-up, so that is my anniversary gift. And again, we don't do cards for that either. We write each other little notes, and then we usually go to Culver's, something like that, or we go to the pizza place in the Dells, and we have pizza. So that is that part of the haul. Let's have a quick tour of the freezer so I can tell you what we also picked up, because when I show you this, I want to be able to tell you the total, and then we've included everything. I'm not doing well with my pie crust. It's not working in this hot apartment, and I don't have marble to get chilled, so my pie crusts are really failing. I want to have an apple pie, so I bought deep dish crusts, and I'll make myself a homemade apple pie with a store-bought crust. Actually, it won't be homemade. It's apple in a can as well. So 2 of those are 2 something. In the freezer department are pizzas, our special pizzas and that. Those are $9.99, called Draft House. They make them in sausage and pepperoni, and 3 meat, I think. Really good pizza. If you're going to have a takeout pizza, this is our favorite, and we've tried all of them, every last one of them. This is worth $9.99, and we buy about 2 a month. I don't think I bought anything else in this freezer. As you can see, we still have those buns that I bought. I haven't made any sliders recently. And we've got bread. I never did get around to making the peanut butter blossoms at Christmas time, so I've still got the chocolate stars to make those with. We've got some hot dog buns, my husband's lunch meat. A friend of mine gave me this to try. I hate this stuff. I used to love it, but I haven't bought it for years. But she said, oh, you'll love the cinnamon roll. So we're going to see. If so, I guess maybe I will buy it on a regular basis. I don't know. I wouldn't probably eat more than 1 a week. Some potato rounds. I love Great Values potato rounds. Actually, I love most of Great Values offerings. We've got Great Values biscuits here. I also love their biscuits. We still got little smoky links from Christmas that I put in a crock pot. Bananas for smoothies. Here's some molasses cookies, or gingerbread cookies that I made at Christmas time. So then I saved back some of the dough, and then I just made up 3 dozen the other day. So this is 1.5 dozen in here waiting to be eaten. Hubby always buys these TV dinners for the weekend. So if he's not going to have a sandwich or eggs or something like that, or I haven't made something, or we don't have leftovers, that's the TV dinner that he's fond of, and he gets them for $2.50 a piece, so it's not bad. Nothing over here. I made some chicken broth here about 3 weeks ago, so we're going to have some homemade soup soon. I made some chicken broth at the same time for myself, and then I just drink a glass every day. So I'm out of that for myself right now. Texas toast. I have a video coming up of meals I made. I made a big batch of French toast recently, but I didn't get this used up, so this week I'll make some more French toast, and then another loaf of bread. I bought this bubble mailer for a return for Amazon. It's a 12 by 18 by 31. It's the biggest bubble mailer they have. That was $3.84 at Walmart, and it was cheaper than the biggest box. That would fit what it is that I'm returning. So yeah, quite expensive. I can remember buying these for like $1.18. So now we'll go to the refrigerator. Okay, in the refrigerator, what I purchased. I purchased some of those Claussen chips. And those were $3.16. I'll have the price for that down because I'm just not sure. I had to look through several of them because they were out of date, and this one happened to be good until May. I was really wanting some Claussen pickled chips. So, and then I bought a half a gallon of milk. And going back to a previous video that I made where I said I wasn't brand loyal, I am brand loyal to 3 different things. I love Aldi's half and half, but we can't always afford it. This was when it was less expensive than it usually is. I think it's usually $4 or $5, and this was 3 something when I ordered it a couple of weeks ago. But as you can see, I did buy a half and half because this is almost half gone, and I bought a half and half for less than $2. I think it was $1.82 at Walmart tonight. So we usually go through 32 ounces of creamer a month. So we have about 16 left here, and I don't know how much that little one is, but yeah, we needed some half and half. So I am brand loyal to that. Skippy peanut butter, and I love the Nutella-like chocolate spread at Aldi. We've tried them all, and that is my favorite. I don't even have sandwiches with that on it, but when I make my husband's sandwich, I love it. Usually have a spoonful, a small spoonful. Still got chips to go through, or I don't, my husband does. So we had to get a little French onion dip to try to get those chips eaten up before they're stale. Cupcakes Monday for work for me. I go in Monday and Tuesday. I commute, so I'm going to bring those into the office. I picked up 2 of those 4 packs of Noosa. Those are $3.94 a piece. And then some beef wieners. And then some Bar S. So 3 pounds of Bar S hot dogs. My neighbor wanted to see if I would pick those up for them, or her. So I went ahead and did. I think Bar S, the 8-pack or 10-pack is $1 at Walmart. I've never tried them. I've just always been an Oscar Mayer gal, but maybe someday. We couldn't find regular Oscar Mayer, so we had to try beef. And I don't eat hot dogs very much, my husband or I, probably once every couple of months. Got some spinach in a bowl there for him tomorrow. I've got pork chops that I'm going to do in a crock pot, and all that will be put in a video of what we've eaten in the last week. I apologize that I haven't been able to get a video out for, I think it'll be 9 days. I went back to work, and so then the first week I was back to work, I didn't have any clips of food that I was making because I had made food ahead of time, and my husband was basically eating them, and eating the plates of food or whatever was left over, and that was that. I would just come home from work or get done with work here, and then do my nightly routine and go to bed. So not many clips, so I couldn't get a video of that. We didn't go grocery shopping until just tonight, so no grocery hauls or meal or menu planning. I haven't even done that. We're kind of flying by the seat of our pants. Then my husband got sick here about, 10 days ago, and stayed sick for a week, and then I got sick shortly thereafter and just stayed sick for 2 days, had a sore throat. So just trying to catch up on sleep, trying to catch up on just admin type work in the household. I'm working right now it's 61 hours. So it's tax time, it's end of the fiscal year for a lot of people, it's the beginning of the fiscal year for others. There's private, and there's individuals that are looking for tax advice and financial advice, and that's a little bit of everything that I do when I go to work. So that is all we have in the fridge. You see the Honey Crisp I put in the crisper. Didn't buy anything else there, and I've already put the spinach in the refrigerator, and we didn't have to buy anything like tomatoes or cabbage or zucchini. I'd already purchased that a couple of weeks ago, probably about 9 days ago now. So we still got about 8 potatoes left, some shredded carrots. I am going to be making a video about making some carrot cupcakes that I would like to have for friends on Easter. And the door is nothing spectacular. Hubby's Dr. Pepper, our regular condiments. Still have plant butter left from Christmas baking, and then a couple of 7-Ups and a bunch of water. So I'm waiting for the Epic water filter pitcher that I love so much. I'm waiting for the filters to come back in stock. So otherwise that would be in here. So right now we're back to buying some bottled water because we're just not, our Brita just isn't what it should be as a backup, and we're not going to drink the tap water. So that is our grocery haul for February. The first one will have some top-ups here until the end of the month. Everything that I showed you is everything that we purchased, except I think I have a 64-ounce bottle of spring water or whatever, distilled water in the back room Other than that, I showed you everything, and our total was $202.98. Okay, I was able to do some thrifting yesterday, so I was real happy about that. I got this like wall hanging. It's a primitive wall hanging. It says family. Really like that. I got that for $1.99. I like the stitching on it. Of course, I like family. In excellent shape, brand new. I don't think the thrift sometimes knows what to do with primitive type stuff like this, and I love primitive stuff. I've gone and shopped, bought primitive decor, wall hangings, paintings, knickknacks, whatnot for the last probably 40 years. So this is a real treat to find for $1.99. Then I found this blanket. I don't know if somebody, I assume somebody has stitched this border or whatever detail on it, just on an ordinary, it's like a lightweight wool blanket. So I assume maybe it had like, when I was growing up, there was the border on a blanket like this was like, I'm not really sure, it's like, was like silk or satiny or something like that. And they often, the stitching came loose, and then you basically just cut the blanket up in pieces and used it for cloths to clean around the house, or whatever. I think we used ours to dry and shine up our car all the time with these lightweight wool type blankets. My grandpa always had pieces of cloth like this. So I assume this was a blanket. The same thing happened, and some grandma maybe or whatnot went and stitched this beautiful border around this lovely lemony yellow blanket. And I also got that for $1.99 and a couple of shirts. So I was real happy to go thrifting yesterday. Okay, and this is a little Valentine creative project my husband made for me in 2016, so 10 years ago on Valentine's Day. And we've really not purchased a Valentine card or done anything real special for it since. I think this just tops all the cards that I could possibly get. So that is something that my husband made for me on Valentine's Day.